So the topic of today's video is going to be creating guarantees for high ticket info product offers because I've seen a lot of people completely screw these up, whether it be making the guarantee way too weak to the point where no one even cares about the guarantee in the first place, or making it way too aggressive to the point where everyone is refunding at the end of the program. So throughout the course of the video, I'm going to show you how to do it properly, how to structure it, all the components to include all that stuff. And the main components of the video are going to be what to avoid, what to specifically include in your guarantee. And then at the end, I'm going to be running through 3 specific examples from a few niches I selected, which are fitness, reselling, and trading. So you could kind of go through my logic and see how I structured the guarantees for those programs there. So then you will be able to apply it into whatever niche you're in, whether you're a creator creating your own content or you're an operator helping a creator kind of like structure their own offer. So that's what I'm going to cover in this video, and I'll see you on the Miro board. All right, boom. Now we're in the Miro board, so we're going to be going through everything, and that smoke alarm is pissing me off. I need to fix that. But that might be going off throughout this video, so hopefully it's not too annoying and it's not too audible. But yeah, we're going to be going over what not to do, what to do, examples of guarantees, and pretty much just running through the entire thing. I'm going to try to keep it short, simple, to the point, just so it's fast. You could get the value and get out of this video. But yeah, let's go straight to the first block here. So high ticket info product guarantees, what to avoid, what to do, with examples. So this block here covers essentially why guarantees make selling easier. So I'm just going to kind of run through this really quick before we get into what to do and what not to do. But guarantees make your offer a lot safer for the buyer. They remove the fear of loss and shift risk off the customer and onto you. This makes the buying decision simple. The best case is they get what they want, and the worst case is they don't lose anything. So when you say something like, if you don't achieve X by Y date, we'll give you Z, it signals confidence, control, and alignment. It tells the prospect, I believe in my system so much that I'm taking the risk instead of you. That's what makes guarantees such a powerful sales tool. They essentially close the trust gap between what you say and what they believe. So this is why it makes selling much easier. And if you have a guarantee, I'm not even kidding, it will probably raise the amount of sales that you're getting by around 2 to 4 times. You should be getting 2 to 4 times more sales with a guarantee. And that's even after like refunds and stuff, because obviously when you're running a guarantee and if it's like tied to some kind of a result or something like that, people are going to refund sometimes, but you still will make more money that way if you do have a guarantee. So it is worth it, and we're going to dive into that in the rest of the video. So no need to yap about all that right now. So first, we have what not to do and what to do. I'm going to go over what not to do first, because even if you leave kind of after a couple minutes, at least you know what not to do. So that's a lot more important than like what makes a guarantee like super good and stuff like that. But first, we're going to break down what we should avoid. So first, we have vague guarantees with no clear or what. Yeah, vague guarantees with no clear or what. So like, or what happens like after like it's not fulfilled or fulfilled or whatever. So you never want to say results guaranteed without explaining what happens if they don't get the result. If there's no or what, so no consequence for you, the statement is just essentially just marketing fluff. Buyers have been burned by that before, and they'll sense that you're bluffing. And the fix to this is always spell out the outcome, the timeline, and exactly what you'll do if they don't succeed. So the example is, if you don't lose 10 pounds in 60 days, we'll coach you for free until you do. So that is the fix to this specific issue. Now, the second issue is hoops that make people feel tricked. So some coaches add a fine print like, you must email us daily or complete every module within 7 days, just to disqualify people from claiming the guarantee at the end. And that will kill all of your trust instantly if you implement something like this. And the fix to this is only include actions that directly cause success. For example, sorry, my throat is cooked. For example, attending calls, tracking macros, posting content. If your conditions match the work and actually produces results, the guarantee feels fair and motivating, and it's not manipulative. So this is the fix to this issue. And now the third thing to avoid, or issue, whatever you want to call it, is unconditional refunds on expensive programs. So if your program costs between 2K and 10K and requires a real delivery time or support, don't offer a no questions asked refund. That's a fast way to blow up your margins, and those types of guarantees make sense for cheap digital courses and stuff like that, where the cost to fulfill is basically zero. But it does not apply to high touch coaching and high ticket coaching and all this stuff. So don't do anything like this in your guarantee. You're just going to screw yourself over. So the fix to this is, for high ticket offers, Use a conditional guarantee, so they must follow the process, or a service until success guarantee. You keep working until they win, and that protects you and still makes them feel safe. So this is the solution to this problem. The fourth thing you want to avoid is guarantees that attract lazy buyers. This is something that I don't see a lot of people talk about, but is also very important. If someone joins just because there's a money back promise, they usually aren't serious about the work. They'll have try, fail, and ask for a refund, and it's just a waste of everyone's time. So you don't want to have something like that. You want committed buyers who actually take action, not just people who are coming in as tourists or whatever you want to call it. And the fix to this is essentially tie the guarantee to effort. So, for example, if you attend every call, complete the modules, and still don't get results, we'll work with you for free until you do. That is the fix to that. And now the guarantee attracts doers instead of gamblers. 5. Overpromising without the math. Offering crazy guarantees like make 50K in 30 days or we'll give you 10K sounds bold and sounds cool and attractive and stuff. But if even a few people fail, you'll end up losing big time on your offer. And the fix to this, one of the obvious ones, is don't do this, but use guarantees that your numbers can actually support. So for example, run the math. If 100 people can buy and 10 ask for a refund, can you afford it? Your guarantee should protect the customer, not destroy your cash flow. So basically run the numbers here. Usually these are not smart to run at all. And a lot of people, especially nowadays, think it's too good to be true essentially. So I would definitely stay away from these, but it is maybe worth considering if the math is mathing. All right. Now we're going to get into, now let's break down what a good guarantee looks like and all the components that you should have in a good guarantee. First, use the proven guarantee formula. Always follow this simple structure. If you don't get specific outcome in specific time frame, we'll give you specific remedy. And this keeps your promise measurable and clear. And then you want to list 2 to 3 things they need to do to qualify. So for example, if you don't book 10 sales calls in 45 days, we'll work with you for free until you do. You just need to follow our ad plan, attend coaching calls, and track your KPIs. This wording tells buyers exactly what's expected and what they can expect in return, and it also positions you as confident and fair. Second, match the guarantee to your offer size and cost. Not all guarantees fit all programs. If you are selling a high ticket info product, so anything between 2 to 10K, usually I'll say 2 to 8K, but 2 to 10K, whatever, use conditional or service until success. If your product has low cost of goods sold, that's what the COGS little acronym there stands for, cost of goods sold. If you don't know what it is, look it up. And minimal delivery work. You can go bolder. So for example, if your IP, so intellectual property like trading systems or ad frameworks can be copied, use an anti-guarantee. So no refunds once the material is accessed with a strong reason why. So all you need to do is explain why, give a good reason, make sure it obviously makes sense and is logical, and then you're good. So for example, we don't offer refunds because the second you access the training, you have our proprietary trading setup, and that's why we only work with people that are 100% committed, that's confident, justified, and not defensive, and this is perfectly fine. Number 3, make proof steps simple and logical. Don't complicate it. The actions they need to take should be easy to measure, so attending calls, completing trackers, showing screenshots, and these are all directly tied to the results. So they're verified with basic evidence like forms, logs, check-ins, whatever. The key is if they do the work, they'll get the result, and your guarantee becomes risk-free for you too. There you go. 4, pick a remedy you can afford and stand behind your remedy is the or what. It needs to mean something, but it shouldn't bankrupt you. So the best options for high ticket programs are service until success. So we'll keep coaching you until you hit your goal. Service extension, we'll give you another 3 months of access. Modified refund, we'll refund your fee minus ad spend, rarely needed, but sometimes fair. Store credit, we'll give you credit towards another program. Pick one that aligns with your delivery cost and confidence in your process. Number 5, use the guarantee as a closing tool. A guarantee isn't a safety net, it's a sales lever. On the call, you want to use this framing essentially. Don't copy this word for word, obviously. This is just a rough example, but pretty much what you would say is something along the lines of, best case, you get dream outcome. Worst case, we remedy, blah, 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 whatever the remedy is, and you risk nothing. So it's very short, clear, powerful, and it's like that one little thing that oftentimes pushes people over the edge, probably behind results. So if you post results and you're constantly posting case studies, for example, on your YouTube channel, student interviews, results on your Instagram stories and stuff like that, that is probably a little bit slightly less powerful than a guarantee. It's actually arguable. I don't know. They're both very powerful. But yeah, this is very powerful and will oftentimes push people over the edge. But when you say it with certainty, it will oftentimes disarm all skepticism and shift the buyer's focus to the outcome and not the risk of them investing in the program. So it'll kind of get them out of that scarcity mindset. So that's super important to understand there. So hopefully these, I don't know, whatever you want to call them, bullet points, blocks, whatever, helped you out to see what not to do, what to avoid, and then what to do and actually include in your guarantee. So now I'm going to go through the 3 examples of guarantees, one for a fitness offer, one for eBay flipping reselling offer, and then one for a trading education program. So now one that's tied to, oh, you're going to make $1 million a month in your first month trading, but rather education and actually learning the system for trading, how to implement it on a paper trading account and stuff like that. So yeah. So example, let's see, let's zoom out a little bit here. Example A, the fitness coach program between 2 to 5K. The guarantee here, a good guarantee, something you could actually implement, is if you don't lose 10 pounds in 60 days, we'll coach you for free until you do and cover your next month of your gym membership, whatever. This guarantee removes all excuses. The client knows that even if they struggle, you'll keep working with them until they win, and covering their gym expenses adds something real that they could feel, and it will be tangible later if they, for example, don't achieve it. It shows you're betting your own money on their success, and it tells them, I'm in this with you until the result happens, which makes it almost impossible for them to say no. So this is, and it doesn't have to be like something like a gym membership. It could be a variety of different things. You just have to get creative with it. You have to start spinning stuff up. And a thing that I would honestly recommend is go to a lot of the people that you see in your specific niche you're in, see what kind of guarantees they're running up, see what kind of things they're structuring. Think about your unique skill set and all the unique resources that you have and how you could spin it up into something that you could offer to them that's unique, that they have not heard before, or something like that, because this will oftentimes help your program sell more as well. So then now we're going to move on to example B, which would be a YouTube creator who makes like eBay flipping, reselling content, and he wants to sell a high ticket coaching program between 3 to 6K. And the guarantee here is if you don't make $3,000 in profit in 90 days, we'll work with you for free for another 90 days and send you a $300 Visa card to restock your inventory. So this guarantee focuses on real outcomes and building up momentum, and the extra 90 days keeps the student in action, and the $300 card obviously gives them a tangible boost to keep them going. And it proves you're confident in your system and that you're putting skin in the game. The buyer sees you're not just teaching, you're backing their success with your own resources. So very similar case to the fitness example there above. And now we have the last example, which is the trading education program between 4 to 10K. For this one, the guarantee is going to be a little bit different, and it would be something like, if you complete the program and aren't profitable on paper in 90 days, we'll give you another 90-day cohort for free. And our lead instructor will personally review your trading plan one-on-one. And why this one specifically works is because the guarantee rewards real effort while protecting you from bad fits. It promises progress and personal help, not easy money, and the one-on-one review adds trust because it shows you'll get involved personally if they don't succeed and aren't able to learn the system and start like being able to trade profitably on the trading account. But yeah, it's bold but believable at the same time. So that's like an important like nuance you have to keep in mind when creating these guarantees and stuff like that. You always have to kind of lean on the side of believability. You don't want to make it so insane to the point where they're sitting there like, yo, this sounds like a scam, you know, like this sounds like way too crazy. But yeah, this type of guarantee makes people think if they're willing to do that, this must work. Their system must be legit. So yeah, that's going to be it for this Miro board. We covered what not to do, what to do, different examples. So hopefully this video here, if you're a creator, operator, creating an offer in like whatever niche that you're in, hopefully this kind of broke it down very simply, and you are able to leverage this information here to actually go ahead and create a unique guarantee for the specific offer that you are selling. And as always, if you are a creator and you are pushing out content specifically on YouTube, Instagram, and you want to essentially create your own offer but don't want to like run all the back-end systems, manage it all day to day, me and my partner essentially handle all of that for a percentage. So we don't charge anything up front. We will literally manage the entire backend, do all the work, do all the appointment setting, even hop on closing calls with you and stuff like that, build out the entire tech stack in the backend. We won't charge anything up front, just charge a percentage, and we will help you throughout this entire process. So if you're interested in that, the Calendly link will be in the description. We could book a call, see essentially if you're a good fit. Maybe we could diagnose your issues on call. And the call is not going to be a sales call. It's just going to be diagnosing essentially the current issues that you are facing and seeing if I could help you in the first place. So that's going to be it for this video, and I'll see you on the next one.